Alright, welcome back everyone. So I'm at the final stage of my custom made RC Tonka truck. Those of you joining me for the very first time, that is a metal body. I tried to retain as much as possible of the original plastic chassis. So now I am at what I would consider the most difficult part of the build, is considering where I want to mount the battery. I want a forward weight bias. There's plenty of room back here to mount a battery. I could put some in the middle. As of right now, the way it sits with the motor almost center, then this servo over the front axle, and this aluminum bar right here, I got a little bit more. If I put my finger here and then the direct opposite side, it is front heavy, right? No question about it. But I want a little more than that. And I got some options. I have a 400 milliamp LiPo. So let me backtrack a little bit. I'd like to have the front bumper magnetically mounted, right? So it will slide in and the battery will be in here, but not touch my servo, because as you can see, it's an axle mounted servo, right? So that's going to affect how much distance we can actually move things. So the 400 milliamp hour does not provide much weight, but it is the most convenient. It is a 130 size motor in there, so it's not too crazy. Then I have a LiPo. I forget what the milliamp hour rating is. Let's just call it 1200, 1500 milliamp hour LiPo, whatever it may be. That fits in there quite nicely, but if I compress the suspension, as you can see, it tilts up, right? So it's kind of in the way, it's too big. And yeah, you might say, well, I can mount it at an angle and that might work, but it's not going to work to fit in the space in here. Ideally, this one, although some people really don't like these, I like this because it's got even more weight, right? It weighs a lot more than this one, and definitely a lot more than that one, and that one would fit in there perfectly, except for, again, we run into the same issue where you can press the suspension and then the battery moves. We don't want that to happen. And these two are damn near the same physical dimension, right? A little bit thicker on LiPo, but so I think there is some room in this front bumper to be cut down. There's some little ribs in there. They may be hard to discern that, but there's some little ribs in there. I think I can cut down some of that bumper to the shape of this LiPo to the best of my ability, and then drop that LiPo inside there, and again have it magnetically mounted to the front. I think that's the option I'm going to attempt for. Whether or not that works, I don't know, but we will see. If that fails, I will go with this option right here. Smaller. If we look at it, the weight of the truck, the majority of the weight is going to be forward biased anyway, considering we got the cab and stuff, so that's going to add weight to it. So either way, 6 one way, half a dozen the other, it should work out. There is, if you want to do it custom, if you're looking for a speed machine, I'm not. In actuality, this is too fast in my opinion. You can put weight to the rear, and that way, if you're going over jumps and whatnot, that would probably work out better, give it a more neutral balance. Other than that, stay tuned for the next video and have a good day.